For who I am reading for, this is someone that is either or looking for a way out, an exit, or you're wrapping up or you're looking for an exit. You already know that something is changing. You know that there's signs and symbolisms around a soon-to-be farewell. This farewell, of course, deals with a separation or loss. All the information you need will be linked down below in the description box. Anything you need to know as far as for personal sessions will be linked below, as well as my disclaimer. Let's go ahead and get the energy of the heart. And then we'll feed everything else around the heart. Temperance. Be prepared to be a minimalist. When you go to wrap things up, you need to move with grace, especially with temperance being here. And it says moderation, okay? Supreme, what is at the heart of the farewell and the long journey ahead? There is a long journey ahead, a long journey that awaits you. This journey may be long, however, this will be an enjoyable journey, because this journey, it feels like it's going to lead with your heart. It's leading with the heart of wisdom, emotional wisdom, learning from the mistakes. The sun, yes, clarity. You have learned from your mistakes. The sun, that is what I was just saying. Going with your heart. This is in the center. Someone is saying goodbye. Someone is closing some doors. Someone is done with some cycles in their life. You are going after clarity, things that makes your heart happy. I'm hearing a lovely day, lovely day, lovely day. Yes, strength, fortitude. You're going after some type of solid foundation. You're going after something more solid than whatever it is that you're cycling out of. Are we using these, Supreme? That's beautiful energy. That's a change of energy. It feels like this farewell, this goodbye, this closing a chapter in your life feels like it at one point it was just very heavy, just a lot of toxic or heavy memories, especially for you to finally come to the point of saying, you know what, enough is enough. I got to go after my happiness with that sun. Come on, cards. I forgot to dust you. I did. I forgot to clear you out. You know what? I got to clear them. Got to clear them out. 3 of Cups. Gonna find new social groups, new people that will celebrate and validate you, give you the credit that is due. Oh, you ready? That 3 of Cups wanted to come out. That 3 of Cups wanted to come out, baby. I feel like that's the North. Oh no, I just heard the inner divine in me Say no, that's the South. Meeting, closing the old, closing the old cycles of friendships. Yeah, that's what this is. This is going maybe yeah. Well, I still also see this in the north because it's like if this is in the south rooting you, you know, the areas you've been comfortable in before, you know what I'm saying? It's like and hanging out and who you chill with or however socialize with, it's like, no, this is old. This is the past. This is heavy. This is burdensome. I'm going towards the north and finding new people. That's why I need to close these doors and get certain clarity. It's like searching out. This searching out can be clarity to find oneself. Maybe that's why the journey is long, because there's some pieces of yourself that you may come to see. About the people that you've been around, because then there's some type of appreciation and awareness that you're going to come to about who you were socializing and seeing how, ooh, I heard faced with the self and how you were no different, but something shifted within your heart. What's the north? The Page of Wands. This is like new inspirations. That's also communication as well. Hearing the call. This is a higher calling, hearing the call. We got the Page of Wands with the Sun. This is a higher call. This can also be why the journey may be so long as well, because there's many pieces for you to collect, many areas of, yeah, because people talk. The Page of Wands is like communication, so it's like people talk, so it's like pieces of information that you're going to be collecting as you move along, and it's going to help you to build your vision, build what it is that you truly want to feel within your soul. This is like also coming into better communication with the ancestors and or your spirit guides and your higher self. I'm hearing this is like a soul child reunion. I don't have enough light on the table for myself today, fam. Okay. You're slightly off. Slightly off to my eyes. It's like waking up. I'm hearing it's like you're waking up one day, or if this is not yet, but you're finding yourself seeing certain things, you're not interested, finding lost of interest, or yeah, it's just like you just have this seed. Some of you may just have the seed and you don't know that you're getting ready to close some doors. So some of you may be coming into this level of awareness. Some of you may already be in the midst of this awareness. You're going to wake up to this awareness. A lovely day. It's like a new beginning, for real. You're just going to wake up and be like, something's going to be reprogrammed. What is the energy of the East? What is the movement? What is this awakening? What is the initiation process about? Because that's what it feels more like, an initiation process. Oh my gosh, you're going after your heart. The Ace of Cups. Damn, that's powerful. You are going after your heart, chasing after your heart posture, checking your heart posture. Maybe this is the inner shadow journey in searching out for your happiness, your own cup, your own things that bring you joy. New ways of communication with the heart. The winds of change, because the east is the sun. Because that's the new beginning. That's coming from the night into the day to do it again. The sun, it rises, right? It sparks. It's the journey. It's the beginning. It's the winds of change through the day, the ebb and the flow of our thoughts, who we communicate with, or who you communicate with. I'd rather say we. So it's like, how can I say this? It's like the breath of a new day. I can't get past it. It's a breath of a new day. It's a birth of a new day. Going after the heart, the happiness. It's here. I can't get away from it. There's a divine calling. Someone here is definitely hearing the call. What's ending? What's coming to an end? Because remember, the West energy is the closing of the day. It's the closing of the door, right? When you walk through the door of the night, when the sun sets and the moon comes to rise, you're closing the end of the day. From dusk to dawn, okay? From dusk to dawn. No, dusk is night, dawn to dusk, right? The closing of the day, release. That water element, the cup. It went down. The six of wands. Victory. Endings. Maybe reflecting on your own victories. I need more with that. I keep messing up my thing. My gracious, come on, I'm not trying to be in the camera. I need something else with that. I want something else with all of them, but I know it's not much light on dark cards, fam. But this is the Six of Wands. I'm a little tired as well, a little slow. So, the Six of Wands. It's still like victory over the day. Victory over the closing or the wrapping of the doors. Making sense, sitting in reflection. Because victory, Six of Wands, not only victory or reputation, it's also public, dealing with the public, which again is just Three of Cups. So it's still the ending of a cycle with people, whether intimate, old intimate, or work or contractors or different things that are on the outside in public. that isn't really a friend or close and dear to your heart, but more of an associate type of energy, not an intimate energy. I do think I want these. The heart. I said no. There's the strength again. He said no. Different deck. Different deck. I don't know why they keep wanting. I heard heaven and earth, so I got my heaven and earth tarot deck, but I don't know why they want all of these dark contrasts. But the death card, because they want me to clarify each one of light and dark. We have the death card for the heart. That is definitely transformation. That is a change, quick change. I still feel quick because of the wands, the soul. This is transforming, getting rid of the old. I'm telling you, somebody is closing up some doors. Someone is saying farewell, hasta la vista. Ooh, to a lover. Ooh, a relationship or possibly a marriage. That's the shadow. That's the shadow attribute. Yeah, saying goodbye, closing up, planning your escape, trying to find it. What do we need to see in the past of the South, the energy of the South? What's stable? What is stable in the foundation of the South within the social groups? Supreme, thank you. The Magician, manifest. Ooh, manifest what? Two major arcana, three, and the Lovers. It's a major change of relationships and what you're going to be manifesting. This is major transformation. This is becoming the alchemist of your heart. This is holding the heart responsible, holding the self responsible, coming out of codependency, old cycles. What is the shadow of the South? Manifesting power. Seeing that you have the manifesting power, because this is the light attribute. Seeing the higher calling. Some of you are going to be manifesting it. I don't know exactly what stage you're in, where you're at on this timeline. It flew over yonder, the darkness. Let me get it. Where did it go? Dominion. Two of Wands. Everybody can't go with you. Everybody can't go with you. You're not going to be able to take everybody with you. Dominion. The soul, the negative attribute, shadow part. Everybody cannot go with you with this Three of Cups. So you're going to have to embrace yourself. Get ready, get the emotions clear, and sure, focused. Remember, the ultimate goal is your heart. It's you. Some of these social groups, relationships, I don't know, or people of involvement have been very domineering, very controlling, very demanding as well. The North. What is this higher calling? What is the higher calling about? What's crowning the calling? Natural death. The 5. Ugh. What did I say? Material trouble. Why did I say natural death? Material trouble. It's almost like the higher calling is like, if I can do bad by, if I'm in a situation and I'm in with this person and this person's supposed to be helping me out and we supposed to be joining and doing X, Y, and Z and A, B, and C, but I'm the only one that's involved. I'm the only one that's doing da 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 da. That's what this feels like. This is the higher calling and letting go. What did it say? Come on. What did it say? I can do bad by myself. Okay? I don't need nobody to bring me down. Okay? Because I can do bad all by myself. That's the calling. It's like going after your own possessions. That makes you happy. That's why these transformations, this is why some of you feel like something's wrapping up, or some of you feel like, or are in that planning mode of enough is enough, like really trying to find that exit out of whatever this chapter is within your life. Like I said, whether this is, a relationship, whether this is just a natural cycle within itself and, a stage within your life, I don't know, or loss. It can, the higher calling could have came through a loss, and it doesn't seem so positive because you can't perceive, or you can't expound or expand the mind far enough to be able to see the ultimate vision behind why God's glory or God's grace allowed such thing to happen to you, because there's something greater in the midst. What is the challenge? What is the challenge of this calling? What is the challenge of this calling? They picked up these daggone decks that I can't see. Abandoned success. The 8 of Cups. Whew. The challenge in answering this higher calling is actually walking away. You're going to feel like you're abandoning something, parts of your heart with the cups. But there's definitely a greater lesson, because there's a lot of major energy here in this Lovers, the Death, and the Magician. And the sun is also, to me, it's a major arcana as well. So there's 4 strong major arcanas around your happiness, the transformation and the manifestation thereof towards the love and nurturing energy into you. So if you're having these inklings again, you find yourself wrapping up certain cycles, you find yourself looking for your escape, your exodus, this is because you're ready to grow. You're ready to release the fear and walk out on faith and courage and step into new opportunities that are there to await you. The East, the heart. I want to know what this beautiful spark of change, how does this bring them to their heart? Oh, it wanted to come out. It didn't. This is like the breath of fresh air before you take the leap of faith. There it go. There it go. 4 of Pentacles. The breath of fresh air. The 4 of Pentacles. That's what that is. The 4 of Pentacles. But it says earthly power. Interesting. The spark of in the idea is you're going to see the power that you possess. You are going to truly see the power that you possess. Because look, like, that's that I can do bad by myself. I don't need nobody. I do not need anybody with me to pull and drag me down. I can hold my own self back. I can hold my own self back. I can keep my own cup from flowing and being filled. Here's the shadow of the cup. Was it? I couldn't even get it out my mouth. They go flying all at me because I was trying to say, what is the hesitancy within the movement? How many cards went to the floor? That's too many. I only want one, Supreme. The 8 of Wands. Swiftness. Hold up. Maybe that's why that card is there. Oh, the oppression. Hold up, y'all. I'm running out of space now. Challenge within the movement. What's holding up the movement? The burdens that you're carrying. The burdens. They're holding you up. They've been holding you up. The other person's been holding you up. The trouble, the natural disasters, the demoralization, the devaluing of your heart and what you have to offer. That's what's been holding your heart. This is what's been taking the journey so long for you. The 8 of Cups. This is what's been taking the journey, making it so long. Some of you have just been volunteering your heart and allowing it allowing it to be used and manipulated, being passive. Let's see what the West. I was thinking in my head, the release. I want the one that, oh, the release. The devil. I feel like this is a positive attribute because within this release is the reflection phase. In the public, the people, again, this is a reflection phase. Capricorn, the devil, is Uranus. No, excuse me, Saturn. Karma. Reflecting into the karma. Looking into lessons that you didn't want to learn or that you refused to hear. That you refused to hear at one point in your thoughts, in your mind, in your north. But now you're saying, you know what? I got to do something a little bit different. I got to transcend. I got to transmute. I got to change something. Maybe let me start listening to my intuition. See where the higher voice or, within me that speaks, is trying to lead me instead of me trying to lead myself, which could be that sun as well, that arrogance of that Leo leading yourself. Okay. And I heard some of you have been leading yourself into your own temptations. And this is part of the lesson. And this is why I see this as a light attribute, because it's the release, what you're being asked to release, what you have to wrap up, what you have to get rid of in order for you to finally close the door behind you and not have to go back and say, oh my gosh, I left my favorite blanket, or oh, my suitcase, or oh, this, or oh, that. I got to go get that. Hey, texting saying, I left such and such. When's a good time? So, no, deal with it. Wrap it up. Reflect in it. Count your wins. Face your losses. That's how I hear it. Face your losses. Count your wins. Face your losses. They said enough. Digress. Okay. The devil had enough because it's both polarities. It's the release, it's the lesson, it's the reflection. It's the both poles, the negative and the positive, the light and the dark. There's that Three of Cups again, y'all. Old socials, old who you shared your heart with, those that you called your friends or your, I don't know, but that ain't for me. We're gonna sit y'all like that. Supreme, what is the concluding message? Because I don't have food for the soul. Yes, I do. I know what y'all talking about when y'all said food for the soul. Where is it? It's down here. I heard it clear. Food for the soul. That's this deck I have down here called The Soul's Truth. better be glad I understand how to read code sometimes. Sometimes codes can be very difficult to understand, comprehend, or transmit into my comprehensive cognitive abilities. Sometimes I'm a little slow. That's my truth. I'm sticking with it. That's my truth, and I am sticking with it, fam. Why y'all didn't tell me the incense went out? Huh? Why y'all ain't tell me the incense went out? This message that long? Supreme. Look, y'all. I be trying not to have long messages, you know what I'm saying? But I gotta go the way energy flows. That's why it's the receptive flow around here. When you come into the house with Mama Sellah, you have to make sure, well, let me say this. Mama Sellah, if you don't already know, Mama Sellah is one of the energies that fills my hollow, you know, the space in my earthing body. Okay, so if you ever hear Christelle, the earthen hollow, refer to Grandma Spider or Mama Sellah, it is us. Okay, just so you know. That was the name of my old channel that the divine had me to erupt and shut down without word or warning. Okay, I still got a little bit of feelings about that, even though I was stuck at 760 some people or whatever for 2.5 years, it seemed like. Anywho, that's enough of my tangent. But I do desire, if you're still here, that you're gaining something out of this message, and that you take heed to the words of counsel and move in the directions so that you can go ahead and come to your heart's wish fulfillment, and not within an arrogant way. What is the soul retrieval? The soul awareness. Okay. Ringing in your ears. Ringing in the ears. It's a higher calling. It's trying to bring you to a level of awakening or awareness about your surroundings. It can also be what could be trying to show you, be expressed to you within that Saturn, within that lesson, or within the temptations or seductions. Some of you, if you get a ringing or like a tickling feeling, that might be the ancestors trying to warn you, or get you to, or your spirit guides to try to warn you, communicate to you that something's off with the situation. Don't take it. Let it go. Where are you called to use your voice right now? That's that instrument she holding. Yeah, I changed it a little bit. You have a soul script that was written to be spoken. Your story matters, and it's time for you to share it with the world. That's that, son. Share it with the world. The lessons and how you will be or are overcoming the temptations, the fool's journey, the hero's journey. Okay? Today's soul action. Share your story with at least one person today. Be brave. There's that bravery. There's that courage. Be brave and speak your truth. Your voice will be the catalyst for healing in others. What risk can you take today. Ashe, 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 ashe. Be not mistaken. You will have to take bigger risk than you ever thought possible on this path towards your dreams. You will have to take the big, scary leap, but do not fret because your soul has wings. Yeah, you got a lot of wings around, baby. Today's soul action. What risks can you take to move towards your dreams? Make a decision and do it. No more thinking, only doing. Be brave. There it is again. There it is again. Brave. Be brave and speak your truth. Be brave and courageous, and you will discover what you are really made of. Christelle, the Earth and Hollow, and Mama Soul Lily, and Grandma Spider hit the mark on the target. I validate myself. Yes. Christelle validates her. Rewind if you have to, if you've made it this far, okay? What? Rewind if you have to. That's all I have to say. If you missed something, rewind it. You got a long journey ahead of you. You got some doors that are wrapping up, some goodbyes that you're going to have to face, and you're going to have to be brave. And there's areas you're going to have to speak your truth because here, communication is already present, emphasized with the Eight of Wands as well. That is also about movement and communication, clear communication, okay, from the heart. And again, I am Christelle, the Earth and Hollow. Do make sure you check out a playlist here or there or two. And until next time, my beautiful souls, good night.